Alright people, so I'm here with another episode of the Q&A, and we're getting down to the last set of questions here. Well, not the last, because people could keep asking them, but after I'm done with these 10 questions in this video, I will only have 2 more questions remaining. So keep asking your questions. You could leave a comment on any one of my YouTube videos, or you could ask me a question on Twitter at WWE Heel Punk or at Ruthless Ranter, and just make sure to specify the question is for the Q&A. So I mean, I plan to keep these going as long as people, these Q&A vids going as long as people keep asking me questions. So, ask me anything. I kind of like this, Q&A, because it gives viewers, subscribers, whatever the fuck, a chance to, find out whatever the fuck they want to know about me, pretty much, or ask whatever the fuck they want. I mean, there's no limit really to the amount of, I could choose to not answer something if it's like something too personal or whatever the fuck, but I pretty much answered all fucking questions, as long as it's not like a troll question, or as long as it's, I think I might have not answered like 1 or 2 questions, but it's pretty much, everything is, you could ask me anything about, not just wrestling too, but other topics. So, but let's get into this one. So, somebody said, this is for your Q&A. What is more of a dream match for me, for you? Sting versus Undertaker, Owens versus Lesnar, or Shawn Michaels versus Rob Van Dam in a ladder match? I'm going to have to go with Owens versus Lesnar here, because, I mean, right now, both those two, I guess if you're saying dream match, though, I mean, these wrestlers will presumably face each other in their prime, or that's what I'm inferring here. So, but I'd go with Owens versus Lesnar, because I know both those people well. I've actually grown up watching Lesnar a lot, and Owens too. And with all these other guys like Taker, Sting, Rob Van Dam, Shawn Michaels, I was not there to watch them in their prime or in their heyday. And like, I wasn't watching wrestling in the 90s or early 2000s, so I wasn't there to see that. So I'm sure a fan who was watching in the Attitude Era and into the early 2000s would much more appreciate some of these matches than me. But for that reason, I'm going to have to go with Brock and Owens. And I think Brock and Owens are very talented. I think we would get some great promos from Kevin Owens and Paul Heyman, and we would get a really good match too, because, like I said, these two people are good in the ring. Next one, do I prefer Wrestling Jesus or the Brad Rules? I gotta go with the Brad Rules, because, I sometimes check into the Wrestling Jesus and I see he'll make a video. Oh, guys, I'm done with WWE videos. And then, like, a day later, he'll make a video on WWE. Then, like, a week later, he'll be like, oh, guys, this time I'm serious. I'm done with WWE videos. I'm tired of it, whatever the fuck. I'm done. And then the next day, he'll make a WWE video. It's like, what the fuck? You can't fucking trust this guy. It's like, this guy's, like, I don't know, like, fucking bipolar. It's like, he's like, he wants to do one thing one day and then another thing the other day. It's like he's got two fucking, personalities. I guess schizophrenia, I think it's what it's called. But I mean, it's weird what he does with that. I mean, it's fucking weird. But so I like the Brad Rules. I think he's pretty charismatic. He's pretty funny, and I've always liked his videos. And he was actually kind of the guy who I first became a fan here of on YouTube in his wrestling videos. He was very funny, and he kind of inspired me to make this YouTube channel. So, and I don't really watch any of his videos or Wrestling Jesus' videos today, or at least not too many, because, maybe I should be getting points of view of other people, who bring up good points, but I kind of don't want other people's point of views to influence mine. But I mean, you could look at it both ways, because you could say, oh, well, they could bring up a good point that I didn't think of, which is true, but I don't know. I just think it's good to just give my own opinion without having anybody influence it or change it or whatever the fuck. But I don't know, maybe I should watch other people's wrestling videos or wrestling reviews more, or what, I don't know, but just saying that I don't really watch them. I have in the past, and I think they're both good. But like I said, I just like the Brad Rules better, because I don't know, he just seems a little bit less crazy. He seems less crazy. Like, he doesn't go on YouTube and say, okay, guys, I'm not going to do any WWE videos anymore, and then the next day does one. So I like the Brad Rules. He's funny. I agree with him on most shit, and like I said, he's very good at doing reviews. Next one, do you think dating single parents is dumb? Now, for me, looking at it from my point of view, I'm almost 19. I'm going into my second year of college. So, for me, dating a single parent would not be a good thing. Because I'm not going to date a 25-year-old, okay? So, I'll probably, if I were to date somebody, I'm not dating anybody right now, but if I were, I'd probably date like an 18, 19, 20-year-old. And if they had a fucking child already, that wouldn't be good. I mean, that child would get in the way. I mean, if you want to fucking hang out, you gotta find like a babysitter for the child if you want to like go out to dinner or if you're, even if you are hanging out, the child's going to get in the way. So no, and if a fucking girl that young has a child already, that's not a good thing. That's not a responsibility you want to have at like 20 years old, 18, 19, 20 years old when you're supposed to be going to college and worrying about that and not raising a child. You know, I see so many people with fucking children who are like 18 years old or around that age, and it's fucking sad. You know, fucking use condoms, people. Or you know, if you're going to have fucking sex, use fucking condoms. Use birth control. I mean, shit. But I guess, you know, to each is his own. So if somebody wanted to date a single parent, doesn't mind the child, maybe likes children, fine. I mean, that's your choice. I don't think it's dumb for other people. You know, if that's what you want, go right ahead. But, I mean, you know, especially for older, you know, people who are maybe in their 20s or 30s, you know, that could be a better idea. You know, like mid to late 20s to, you know, early 30s. Or you know, pretty much anything older than, I guess, mid-20s would be more reasonable, because to have a child. But looking at it from my point of view, no. Other people's point of view, quite possibly that maybe that's what they want, or maybe they like the person a lot, but I would not want to do that. Next one, do you watch Tyrone Magnus videos? I do not. I have not seen that. Next one says, watch this YouTube channel called Cole Peruke. I don't fucking know how to say that. And what are your thoughts on him? I watch his videos. He kind of seems like this big religious guy. I'm not a big fan of people who go on YouTube and tout or you know, on social media and, oh, I'm so religious, and just tout, you know, just tweet these Bible phrases or post these Bible phrases. Oh, you know, John 3:16, guys. I mean, I'm a Catholic and everything, but I don't go on social media, you know, 24/7 and just, you know, brag about how great of a Catholic I am or whatever the fuck. And this guy is, you know, trying to call out other people on their faith and whatever the fuck. It just looked like he was trying to get attention and to stir feuds with other people on YouTube over shit I don't fucking know. But I mean, from what I saw, I didn't look at too much of his, but I didn't like what I saw there, so. And I mean, I get, you know, some people might want to spread the word of God. I mean, I get that, but I also think there's a lot of people on social media who just want to show off. Oh, look how much I love God and how close I am to God. Because I posted a Facebook post of a Bible phrase. I mean, anybody could fucking do that. Next one, who's your favorite wrestler of all time and current favorite wrestler? Of all time, I'd have to probably say Daniel Bryan, because I've only been watching WWE since like Survivor Series 2011, around that time. So I have not been watching it for that long, like 5 years almost. So I'd say of all time, Daniel Bryan. I mean, I can't say somebody like Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin because I wasn't watching back then. So I gotta say Daniel Bryan. My current favorite wrestler is Seth Rollins. Good in the ring, good on the mic, really has it all. So I like Seth Rollins. And he also said, you want to see any wrestlers come back to WWE, for example, Kurt Angle or Jeff Hardy? With Kurt Angle, not full-time because he's old. I mean, maybe for a one-time thing or for a non-wrestling role. But, I mean, I can't really think of anybody specific to return. I just think that if they fucking get their shit together, the creative team, and they actually put on logical storylines and push the right people, they'd be just fucking fine. But, you know, to bring back somebody like long term, like that's going to wrestle every fucking, you know, day on Raw or every fucking week on Raw. I don't fucking know if there's too many options out there that are worthwhile. I think they got what they need right in front of them. They just have to use it properly and push the right people. But I'd like to see Angle back in a, not a full-time role, but something other than that. And even Jeff Hardy, too. Even though he's had problems with drugs. Again, not in a full-time role, because he has had those problems, so you never fucking, I don't know if I'd bring him back full-time, and he's getting up there in age. Same thing with Angle, so maybe on a short-term or a non-wrestling role there. Next one, would you scrap the Slammies? Yeah, probably. I'd either scrap them or reform them. Because they're so fucking dumb. I mean, a Slammy is fucking, it's a plastic piece of shit. It's totally pointless. I mean, there's no prestige to it. When thinking about, like, let's say the Usos, you don't think, oh, they're 2-time Slammy winners, guys. I mean, that doesn't mean fucking jack shit. So, I'd try to reform them. And, like, I remember, they gave Breakout Star of the Year to Neville. And then, like, he fucking lost on the same night or some shit like that. I mean, so Neville gets Breakout Star of the Year, but they didn't even do anything with him. Since he debuted, I believe he debuted after WrestleMania, and they didn't do jack shit with him, but he won Superstar of the Year. So these, Slammies mean nothing. I think it's a bullshit award, so... scrapping them would probably be a good idea, or reforming them too. If I had to choose, I'd probably just get the fuck rid of them, because it's not like they're that good anyway. But I mean, they could be good. I wouldn't get rid of them. I'd keep them. It's an interesting thing, to have, an award for the best shit of the year. So I'd keep them, but I think they could be done better. Next one. Have you watched Grimm's Toy Show on YouTube? What are your thoughts? I have. And I saw the one video of him wrestling with a motherfucking, like, 1 foot tall doll on a fucking trampoline. And he's, like, giving this doll an attitude adjustment while his, like, 4-year-old daughter is watching him. I mean, and people wonder why people make fun of wrestling fans. It's because of dumbasses, fucking retards like this motherfucker. I mean, I know he's doing other stuff now, but I just remember watching that video, and I don't watch his videos, but seeing him fucking giving that attitude adjustment to a toy doll and pin a toy fucking doll, and this guy, it's not like he's fucking 9 years old. He's like fucking 4 years old. I mean, this is sad to see how certain, many members of our society have really, have fucking no IQ, act like fucking children. I mean, that was just a fucking joke. I mean, you're laughing at how dumb he is, but at the same time, it's really fucking sad to see grown adults wrestling with dolls. And not just wrestling with dolls, but fucking videotaping it like it's a badge of honor that he's actually wrestling with a motherfucking doll. Damn it. So, that, just an embarrassment there. Just fucking an embarrassment to I hope he took that video down, because that's really an embarrassment to all wrestling fans there, because he represents a big portion of wrestling fans, because he has a big fucking channel. Alright, next one. Did any of my friends like wrestling too? No, I don't really have any friends that I go to wrestling events with or watch wrestling with. I mean, it's pretty much just me, myself, and I. I mean, nobody else is dumb enough to watch this shitty show. So that's probably why. I mean, sometimes I'll watch it, Actually, some people might be surprised, but my family, I've been watching it for, like I said, like 5 years, about, like, Survivor Series this year. It'll be about 5 years. So my family has saw me watching it and has actually become quite, like, I'd say semi-fans. Like, they'll come in and watch some shit with me if I'm watching, so... Not really friends, but I guess family. Next question. Would you ever stop watching WWE or take a break? What would it take for you to take a break or stop watching WWE? It's so shit right now, I'm thinking about taking a break. I've said that I have no plans to stop watching this product, no matter how shitty it gets, because I enjoy making YouTube videos. I enjoy talking with people on social media about the quality or the shit or the lack thereof of this product, the shittiness of this product. I enjoy the social media aspect of WWE. so I have no plans of stopping. The only thing that would like make me stop is if like people stopped watching my YouTube videos, and that it's showing no signs of slowing down. I mean, my views are on the rise, it seems like. So I have no plans of stopping. I'm having fun on YouTube, doing not only videos on wrestling, but other shit too. So I don't see anything that's going to stop me from watching. Now, if you don't have a YouTube channel, if I didn't have my YouTube channel, I don't know if I would fucking watch it every fucking segment every week. I don't know. I probably wouldn't, because a lot of this show is fucking shit. But since I do Raw reviews every week, I feel an obligation to watch every fucking segment so I can get up a quality, thorough review where I actually watch everything and just don't go through it and watch it on fucking, I don't skip anything when watching Raw. And if I do, like, I remember one time my like DVR fucked up and it skipped like 5 minutes. I will usually, or at least I will try to say, okay guys, I just fucking missed this because my DVR fucked up. So I watch it all. I feel like I have an obligation to watch it all, since I do reviews here on this channel. So, but I have no intentions of stopping anytime soon. I'm gonna keep on trucking here, keep on pushing through and watching this shitty shit of WWE, and keep on getting up reviews. So there you go, people. There's another Q&A. Like I said, leave me more questions if you want in the comments on any one of my videos, or ask me on Twitter. At Ruthless Ranter or at WWE Heel Punk, and make sure to specify the questions for the Q&A. So there you go, people. There's another Q&A episode.